Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning. Did I put a stop command by your breakfast show? I think I forgot to go live.
You put the stop there.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're good.
All right, good.
Good morning. This is the Breakfast Show. We appreciate your listenership each and every day. Your homegrown, locally owned radio stations, KCNI, KBBN Radio. Another good show for you today. Joan and I were noticing yesterday out in the yard. Well, 66 yesterday for a high.
Yeah.
A little windy, but mighty warm for December. The lilac bushes are misunderstanding the weather pattern we're in, and there's green leaves and some buds in December. Now
that's amazing.
It's amazing, but not good when the snow comes and the cold February weather comes and January weather. It might not be so pretty, but right now they think it's spring. Those buds out there in the lilac bushes. Hopefully the trees won't do that, because that wouldn't be good. But my goodness, 66 on the 8th of December, 62 the day before, I believe it was.
I was going to say, getting just one day, but we had like 3 days straight, because Friday was even beautiful.
It was.
Yeah.
Yesterday probably was the least because of the wind, but still, that's a warm temperature for this time of year. In some ways, just a little bit not good when you have the plants themselves thinking it's April instead of December. But that's what is going on out there, and sure is comfortable to be out and about. Wash some windows this weekend. It was so nice. It felt like springtime, so wash some windows. And that's always nice in December to be able to wash your windows outside. Crazy. Nuts. Fantastic. Concerning. All of those things. I don't know. Enjoyed it, though. Did you have a good weekend?
I did.
Good.
Yeah, it was a great weekend. I don't know if I want to bring this up.
What? Go ahead, man. This is an open show. You know that. This is a live radio show where we just kind of hop on the old radio chair and do our thing. What's up, man?
Well, I'm disappointed in you, Dave. Disappointed.
What? I just didn't do anything all weekend, really.
Well, yeah, you didn't do anything. That's just it. I saw Mom. Saw Mom Bernie.
Oh,
on Sunday.
Yeah, I saw her on Saturday.
So great to see Mom, and had a nice visit with her. And I saw her at the Sunday afternoon performance of the Custer County Christmas Choir.
Oh, how'd that go?
It was fantastic, and I'll talk more about that here in a minute. But getting back to Mom, we were talking, and I said, so is Dave here with you? And she said, no. He did not bring me.
I did not. I will admit that.
She said I had to ask my niece to bring me. And I was disappointed.
Well, let me
disappointed, Dave.
Okay, I get it. Now, let me just tell you something about my mother.
Okay.
I was there Saturday. I helped put up some Christmas decorations and got some stuff out of the basement for her. But there's some, I don't know if Peggy Mom or Jim are this way, but every once in a while, they like to throw you under the bus. First of all,
she was kidding, but I had to give you a hard time about it.
For the record, she did not ask me to take her to the performance. I think she probably already knew that Linda was going. I'm going to guess Linda took her. They go to things together. Thank you very much, Linda. But yeah, Mom likes to throw you under the bus every once in a while. So.
Well, I had to give you a hard time, and I had to tell you that I saw Mom.
Oh,
and
good.
She is just. Your mom's what, 95?
Yes.
Man.
Yeah.
I hope I'm as in good a shape at 95 as Mom is. What a wonderful lady. It was great to see her.
That was kind of funny on Saturday because we were kind of arranging some furniture and doing different things, and getting some things out of some boxes, and she had to sit down. She said, "Man, I got to take a break." And she said, I got to tell you, David, I'm getting old. I said, "Well, you're 95.
Yes.
You should be able to sit down when you want to, right?"
But no, hey, thank you to everybody who participated in the Custer County Christmas Choir. What two wonderful performances. They performed it on Saturday evening and on Sunday afternoon. And thanks to everybody who volunteered to sing. I mean, you can't. It's hard to put on a cantata if you don't have singers. So thank you to everybody who participated. It was just amazing. Mike, Angie Ripp and Jan Dobish, are they talented or what? They were the accompanists on the piano. Just amazing. Morgan Harms. First, she had a solo. What a voice. And then tremendous job of directing the choir. And so to everybody who had a part, we say thank you. Kathy Saltz, Millie Winkler, and myself had the wonderful privilege of narrating during the course of the cantata. So it was a great weekend. And you talk about something that just puts you in the Christmas spirit. That was it. So thank you, Lance Bristol, and everybody who had a part in putting the cantata together. I think everybody who attended one or even both of the performances truly enjoyed themselves.
Great. Good job. That's a lot of work for a long time to put that on. I mean, they've been practicing for quite a while, and you mentioned Angie and Jan. They could probably be doing other things besides accompanying the choir for months, and I know Angie has her job at the school as well, but they must love to play, and they do it really well and put those voices together with it, and yeah, nice.
Yeah, I think they started practicing in September.
Wow.
So,
oh, gosh.
Yeah, a lot of hard work, and it all paid off with the performances. So thank you to everybody who was involved.
Very good. Also want to thank all the folks, the Lions Club, and all the volunteers who put on the benefit for Brooke, the 16-year-old daughter of Chas and Trent Fecht, having some medical struggles, and they had a silent auction and raffles and good food yesterday out at the Paddock building, the shooting sports building out at the fairgrounds. And I didn't actually attend, but I was out that way, and looked like they had a really great attendance for the event. And I know that the Fecht family appreciates that very much. And you can drop by a donation. If you didn't make it to the event yesterday, you can still drop by your donation to Custer Federal State Bank and make it out to the Brooke Fecht Medical Fund, and that will go towards the fundraiser for that. That was very successful. A lot of good things happening there. And Santa Claus was in town up at the Elks Lodge building, and I talked with Jeremy yesterday out here at the station, and he said, "Well, I'm going to go. We're going to go see Santa Claus, so we'll get a report on that later, see how that went." He was hoping Isabel might actually speak to Santa this time, but, not all kids like Santa right away. It takes a little time, and we'll see how that turned out. But thanks to the Elks for bringing Santa and Mrs. Claus to town yesterday. Your community where you're listening from probably had Santa Claus. We know Cozad did. Cozad had a wonderful Christmas, old-fashioned Christmas that we learned about last Friday. Did some remotes down there. So good morning, Cozad. Thanks for doing all you do with your community and making everybody feel welcome. We've already had Christmas around towns in Callaway and Arnold, and the communities around the area, Sargent, already having a couple different things centered around the holidays. So still more to come. I think there's some cookie decorating going on at the Broken Bow Library this week. I know Joan made some sugar cookies yesterday to donate, so that'll be taking place. Lots of things happening there. Check out their calendar. Check out the library in your town if you're lucky enough to have one. I know the Arnold Library has lots of functions there as well. There's a lot of little libraries in each community that they keep going. So a lot of good things, small hometown things that are going on that you can take in. And it's only fun for them to put them on if you attend. So thank you very, very much. The Broken Bow Elks Winter Coat Drive continues all the way through the holidays, and you can drop off your scarves, coats, caps, gloves, socks, snow pants, and more. If they're clean and ready to wear, drop them off at the Custer County Chief Office through the end of the year. And then those garments are made available at the Community Connection on the square here in Broken Bow. Well, let's see here. How do we turn out with Nebraska sports this weekend? I don't watch much TV, but I did listen to the radio, and I think the girls' basketball team were, last I heard yesterday, were playing pretty well.
Yes. The only bad thing over the week, the Nebraska men's basketball team had a rough go.
They really did.
So that was kind of rough on Saturday, but then Saturday night, the Nebraska volleyball team got a sweep over Miami. So they have advanced now into the Sweet 16 of the NCAA volleyball tournament. They'll play Dayton on Friday. I don't know if the time has been set for that yet or not, but we'll be kind of well, I say Friday. Actually, I don't know when they play. I know they play Dayton. I'll leave it at that.
Okay. And
they'll play Dayton toward the end of the week. So we'll kind of be looking at when they play, and if our schedule allows it around all of our high school sports coverage, we'll try to air that game for you coming up. And then, of course, if they win against Dayton, then they'll advance into the Elite Eight and have an opportunity to move on into the Final Four. So exciting stuff for the volleyball team. They get to play the matches in Lincoln at the Devaney Center, which is never a bad thing.
No.
So congratulations to them. Women's basketball team for Nebraska, they won yesterday. Big win over Minnesota in Big Ten play. So they're rolling along. Since we're talking about sports, we do want to remind you tonight we have high school basketball, which doesn't happen very often on a Monday night. But tonight we're going to be in Stapleton for you. We're going to have Sand Hills Valley against SEM in a girls and boys varsity basketball doubleheader. Girls varsity game is scheduled for 5:30 tonight, and then the boys game will follow. We'll have coverage of both on KBBN 95.3 FM and KBBN.com, and we also plan to do the live video stream as well, so you can watch it accompanied by the radio call through sandhillsexpress.com.
All right. On the professional side of things in pro football, Kansas City squeaked by again yesterday. I didn't watch it.
On a doink.
A doink. I didn't watch it. What happened?
Oh, they're playing the Chargers. What was it? 13-0 at halftime, I think. And then the L.A. Chargers got going, had the lead, 17-16. Kansas City, of course, gets the ball at the end. Mahomes just takes them down the field, and they run the clock down, stop it with a second left. Here comes the field goal unit out. They're down by a point. Field goal unit comes out. Of course, they kind of have a backup kicker at the moment.
Oh.
It was not a long field goal. It was fairly short. So he comes out, he kicks it, the thing's going to the left, hits the upright, but still goes through to win.
Goodness. Oh, man.
The way Kansas City wins games in the final minute this year is just crazy. Unbelievable.
Joan told me this morning that what the score was and that they'd kicked one late, but she didn't know about the hitting the pole.
Yeah.
They're the exact opposite of Nebraska.
Correct.
Nebraska loses the close ones so far. Not every time, but so far. And Kansas City sliding by. I don't know what's going to happen in the playoffs. That'll be interesting. Buffalo come up a little short, but I did watch part of that game. Boy, what a football game that was last night.
Yeah, I don't know. I made the mistake of watching the Bears.
Oh, yeah, that was ugly.
Yeah, the Bears had 4 total yards in the first half. It was such excitement. They had more punts than yards in the first half. They had more punts than yards, Dave.
Sorry, you hang with them. They spend a lot of money. They seem to switch coaches even, and they still can't. I don't know. It's the Bears' curse, I guess.
Yeah, they're cursed, all right.
See, who Buffalo play? I can't remember that.
The Rams.
Oh, yeah, and the Rams really played well, and they won.
It was an offensive shootout.
It was, it was something to see. And that was basically a block punt, the difference in that game. So that was a good one. So some drama building with all the different sports right now, professional and college. I call college semi-professional now.
Well, they are getting paid.
Only difference is they don't have to work a trade deal if they want to go somewhere. They just go. All right, real quick, school lunch menus today. They're having chicken fried mashed potatoes and corn at Ansley schools today.
All right, moving to Broken Bow Middle and High School today. Made fresh white macaroni and cheese with breadstick, toasted combo sub, fresh baked combo sub, and the grill station combo is a grilled chicken sandwich basket at Broken Bow.
And Selmyrna Public Schools, fresh white macaroni and cheese with breadsticks, toasted combo sub, and fresh baked combo subs today.
Callaway today serving sliders at Callaway School.
And at Arcadia today, it's Sloppy Joe's, fruit, vegetables, and milk.
Cozad today, grilled cheese sandwich, cheeseburger, and the pizza bar at Cozad today.
At Arnold, it's hamburgers, fruit, vegetables, and milk today.
Gothenburg today, made fresh white macaroni and cheese with breadstick, toasted combo sub, made fresh sausage pizza, fresh baked combo sub. Those are some of your choices at Gothenburg today.
Sergeant Pizza, green beans, fruit cup, cookie, and milk.
Litchfield today, serving meatball subs at Litchfield School.
And let's see here. Oh, Prairie Pioneer Center menu for this Monday. Sloppy Joe's, sweet potatoes, and fruit. Call them at 872-6121 and let them know you'd like to bring somebody or come in if you're not a regular customer. And you can also call that same number to set up home delivery.
All right, some more school lunch menus for you. Sandhill School in Dunning showing pancakes on the lunch menu today. At SEM, it shows chicken bacon ranch at Sumner Eddyville Miller. And at Thetford School today, a cheeseburger at Thetford.
All right, let's play the game. And while we get set up for that, we'll remind you that we will be broadcasting live today from the Custer County Foundation and have Facebook Live with that as well, because you'll be able to kind of look over some of the items that will be sold at auction, either silent or traditionally, at the upcoming gala. And that will be coming up later on this month, not too far away. We'll find out more about that. And that will be out at the One Box Convention Center, their biggest fundraiser for the year. Also, the area Rotary will be in, Broken Bow's area Rotary, Ideal Realty, and Runza, all on our guest list today. And we have a few other things to tell you about. The game is next, your chance to win a prize.
All right, give you a chance to win a certificate for a free personal pan pizza at Pizza Hut today. And we're still asking some questions about the animated Christmas classic Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, which premiered on December 6th, 1964. I'm just thinking back to what the animation must have looked like in 64. You know, the clay animation and everything, that had to be like kind of a rare new thing back in 64. Wouldn't it?
Major technology advancement, taking clay and filming each clip and turning it into a moving object. Yeah. So here's your question for today. Rudolph, in the animated feature, had a girlfriend, right? So the question is, who was Rudolph's girlfriend in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? She was the only creature who did not tease him for his glowing red nose. Your choices are Susan, Clarice, Molly, or Betty. What is the name of Rudolph's girlfriend in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? Was it Susan, Clarice, Molly, or Betty? If you know, call us at 872-2801.
Good morning, Captain.
Good morning, Captain.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
The Christmas season is in full swing, and everyone at Barney Pharmacy is so excited to show you what they have to help you with your shopping. Their Christmas open house is Tuesday, with 20% off savings marked on toys, gifts, and decor. Walk through the door and turn left, turn right, or go straight. No matter where you walk inside Barney Pharmacy, you'll find great shopping. Visit Barney Pharmacy throughout the day Tuesday for their Christmas open house in Broken Bow.
Are you afraid of falling? Team Physical Therapy can help. 872-5111. Good balance is essential for a healthy, active life. Team Physical Therapy is here to help you stay healthy, improve your balance, and keep you active. 872-5111. Our highly trained physical therapist will design a personalized plan for you to help you improve your stability, decrease risk of falling, and get you back to doing what you love. Don't let that balance issue keep you at home, or if it does, we can come to you. Call Team Physical Physical Therapy, 872-5111.
No call today. It's tough on Mondays. I would have thought everybody would have got that one, but
Yeah, it's really hard to say this name and not break into your Hannibal Lecter impersonation. It is Clarice.
that's
Clarice. That was Rudolph's girlfriend in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
right. All right. Birthdays today. Beau Bridges. Hard to believe he's 83 today, brother of Jeff, and had quite an acting career on his own, from the Fabulous Baker Boys and Stargate, SG-1 to The Defenders and many others. Currently stars as a senior in the new CBS drama Matlock. And another birthday here. I got another one that might be of interest to you. Donny Osmond. Donny Osmond is 67 today. Wow. Former teen idol and lead singer of the Osmond Brothers, also performed for years in Vegas with his sister Marie. And Jacob Dylan today. Bob Dylan's son is 55, has his own success in music. The Wallflowers have won 2 Grammy Awards, so those are some birthdays. If you're having a birthday today, happy birthday. I know my longtime friend from high school celebrating a birthday today, David Lucas, known to many here in the area as Bum.
All right.
Celebrating his birthday today. I'll have to give him a call later. If you know somebody's having a birthday, give him a ring. And I know that Facebook, you can wish somebody a happy birthday on Facebook, and that's okay. That's good. But a good old phone call, personally, is really still the best. If you can give them a call and say, hey, happy birthday, that probably is the best way to do it. Nice card doesn't hurt. So if you're having a birthday today or know somebody who's having one, happy birthday to all of you folks out there, and wish your friends a happy birthday.
You know Bob Dylan much better than I do. You mentioned Jacob Dylan. Is that Bob Dylan's only child?
That is a very good question. I really don't know the answer to that. I think that may be his oldest son for sure, but there may be others. In the rock and roll business, sometimes I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question.
I was just curious.
And Dylan is a little quirky. You didn't always see him with a lady friend, even though he was a big rock and roll star. Joan Baez was one of his first girlfriends. There's a movie that's being released that Dylan has approved and has helped with about his life. We might get an answer there. I'm kind of anxious to see that. And the actor, whose name I will not remember, is actually singing all the songs.
Oh, really?
It's not dubbed or anything. It's all live performance type things and live bands. So that should be interesting.
Yeah, it should be.
All right. What about the specials at the grocery cart, Brent? We're all gearing up for the next holiday, which is 16 days away.
Man, hard to believe.
Christmas, time to stock up.
Yeah, the new ad is out for the week at the grocery cart. This will run today through December the 15th. And here's some of the things that are listed. In the meat department, fresh 85% lean ground round, $4.98 a pound. Hormel Natural Choice lean and tender pork cutlets, $2.98 a pound. Grocery Cart's Premium Age Choice Certified Angus Beef Chuck Roast, $8.98 a pound. And Best Buy bone-in St. Louis or baby back pork ribs, $3.98 a pound. 2.5 pound bag of Best Choice All Natural boneless skinless chicken thighs, $6.98. Also fresh frozen Best Buy bone-in split chicken breast, or $1.88 a pound. Wimmer's Little Smokies, the 10 to 14 ounce packages are 2 for $8. The big 40 ounce package of Daly's Family Stack Pack sliced bacon is $17.98. Fairberry Red or Tomboy hot dogs, the 16 ounce packages are $4.68. Let's see some other things listed here this week. Van de Kamp's breaded or battered fish, the boxes are $4.98 this week. Other specials you'll find at the GK, Tropicana orange juice. The bottles are $2.78. Kemp's cottage cheese. The tubs are on sale, 2 for $7. Imperial margarine sticks, 16-ounce packages, 4 for $5. Best Choice English muffins. The 6-count packages, 2 for $3. Chobani Greek yogurt, get 3 for $4. Kemp's Chip Dip 16-ounce tubs are $2.25. Sunny D citrus beverage, the big bottles are $3.15. Some other grocery savings that you will find: Village Hearth Premium White Bread, the loaves are $3.18. Sara Lee Classic Wheat or Honey Wheat Bread, $3.38 for the loaf. Frito-Lay Cheetos or Fritos, $3.98. Nabisco Oreo Honey Made Grams or Nilla Wafers, boxes are on sale for $3.98. Nabisco Premium or Toasted Chips, 2 boxes for $7. Campbell's Soup is on sale, 2 cans for $3. Prego Pasta Sauce, 3 bottles for $5. Swanson Broth, get 4 cans for $4. Also, Maxwell House or Euban Coffee, you can get the containers for $8.98. Some of the other things you'll find this week on sale: Smucker's Uncrustables, get them for $7.98 this week. Best Choice Whipped Topping, $1.18. Sara Lee pies are on sale for $4.98. Banquet family size entrees in the frozen food section, $3.98. Totino's Pizza Rolls, the big packages, are $8.98. Also, Best Choice pie shells are $2.78. And Blue Ribbon Classics frozen dairy dessert, the tubs are on sale for $2.98. As we go to the produce section now, seedless red grapes are on sale for $2.48 a pound. Navel oranges are 98 cents a pound. The 1-pound bag of Bolt House Farms baby carrots, 98 cents. Large slicing cucumbers, 58 cents each. Fresh asparagus on sale, $3.48 a pound. And fresh on-the-vine tomatoes, $1.58 a pound. Washington Bartlett or D'Anjou pears, $1.98 a pound. Jumbo lemon or limes get 2 for $1, and fresh zucchini is on sale for $1.48 a pound. Other store-wide savings you'll find at the grocery cart this week: General Mills cereals are on sale. Boxes are 2 for $8. Heinz ketchup 38-ounce squeeze bottles are $3.98. Lay's Stacks, get the canisters, 2 for $4. Wesson cooking oil 40-ounce bottles are $3.98. Pioneer gravy packets are $1.18. Gold Medal flour 5-pound package is $3.28. Barilla lasagna, get the boxes for $2.78 this week. Hunt's tomato sauce cans are on sale for 78 cents. Betty Crocker cookie mix, 2 boxes for $5. And Red Gold tomato juice, the 46-ounce cans are on sale, 2 for $5. Some of the specials in the deli department: Kretschmar Virginia brand ham on sale for just $4.98 a pound. Kretschmar provolone cheese, $5.98 a pound. And you can get Mrs. Jerry's beets and onion salad for $3.98 a pound. Some of the specials you'll find at the deli at the grocery cart, and those are some of your specials for this week.
Thank you, Brent. Excuse me. Oh, I'm having voice problems today, but I am so okay with it.
Oh.
Because when I did watch the Buffalo game, Tom Brady was having the same problem yesterday.
Oh, no.
So, if the Tom Brady can have, frogs in his throat and getting, trouble getting out what he wants to say, hey.
It happens.
It's okay, man.
Yep.
If you can, compare yourself to Tom Brady, which,
yeah. Bet you wish you were making his salary.
Yeah. Like he needs it, right? Here we go. My lovely wife, Joan, Mrs. Information.
Yes. Oh, good. About the Dylan question, maybe?
Yes. Bob Dylan has 6 children.
Wow.
With 2 wives, and Jacob is his youngest son.
Oh, okay.
So I had that totally backwards. I didn't know how many kids he had.
Yeah.
And it sounds like all of his children were in wedlock, which is nice.
Oh.
And Jacob Dylan, who is celebrating his birthday today, is the youngest of all the kids. Thank you, Joan.
Yeah, thanks.
Not only does my mother throw me under the bus. No, she didn't. Nor did Joan. Sometimes when, you get aggravated with me and I'm kind of giving you a hard time and don't let up, where do you think I got that?
Yes, I believe it.
News is next, right after a quick word.
From the NSB family to yours, we hope you have a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. Nebraska State Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Another rap star accused of rape.
No clouds in my stone.
A new lawsuit accuses Jay-Z of joining Sean Combs in a sexual assault on a 13-year-old girl in 2000. Both vehemently deny the claim. Jay-Z calls it an attempt at blackmail. The White House is weighing in on the overthrow of the Assad regime in Syria. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan tells CBS Mornings.
The U.S. role in this was not direct in helping the rebels, but it was certainly present in setting the conditions for Assad basically to be left without the support of his major backers.
The Yankees' Juan Soto will be the highest paid player, not just in baseball, but in any sport in the U.S. He's agreed to a 15-year, $765 million contract with the Mets.
The 26-year-old Soto helped the Washington Nationals win a World Series and is coming off a great year with the Yankees with a career-high 41 home runs.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Here's another great reason to use the United States Postal Service this season. Your boxes are wrapped and the gifts are in. Our employees are ready. Let the holiday ride begin. Let's start with the price. It's easy to manage when you ship with the reliable USPS Ground Advantage. In just a few days, it's sure to arrive. We're working nonstop to keep the spirit alive. USPS Ground Advantage, the affordable and reliable shipping solution for the holidays. Visit USPS.com/advantage.
Whether you're ordering wings for the game, whipping up a 7-layer dip, or ordering pizza, there's something about football that makes you want to eat. And this football season, Uber Eats has the best deals on game day food. No matter what you're craving, from 2-for-1 pizza to buy one, get one wings, Uber Eats will be dropping new deals each week, all season long. Uber Eats, official on-demand delivery partner of the NFL. Order now. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Here's a look at Nebraska news. In a story released by KSMB, the new fire station number 3 in Grand Island is making progress ahead of schedule. The $4.5 million project was approved back in February by Mayor Roger Steele. Walls are already up on the building and the roof was expected to be put on Saturday. The new facility will provide more space to house firefighters and will include additional ambulance stations. The building is located in the same location as the old facility. Once the new building is up and running, construction crews will turn their attention to tearing down the current fire station number 3. In other Nebraska news, in a story released by KSMB, the Kennesaw Volunteer Fire Department responded to a field fire near 94th Street and Constitution Avenue northwest of Kennesaw on Saturday. The fire was called in at around 3:15 p.m. According to the fire department, the fire was started by a burn barrel. The fire had burnt a barn and 15 acres of cornfield in the area. The fire department said the fire was under control as of 4:30 p.m. No one was injured due to the fire. This has been a Nebraska News Update. I'm Jack Simpson reporting for Central Nebraska's News Source.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Steve DeSager.
The New York Mets agreed to a 15-year deal with outfielder Juan Soto worth $765 million. It's the largest contract in sports history, and it has no deferred money. There is an opt-out after 5 years. In the Sunday night NFL game at Kansas City, the Chiefs clinched the AFC West title for a 9th straight season, edging the Chargers 19-17, thanks to a 31-yard field goal on the final play. Matthew Wright was 4 for 4 on field goals for KC, including hitting from 47 and 50 yards. The Rams were 44-42 winners over Buffalo, ending the Bills' 7-game winning streak. Josh Allen in the loss, 3 touchdown passes and 3 one-yard touchdown runs. Philadelphia trailed at home in the fourth quarter, but still beat Carolina 22-16. The Eagles have won 9 straight. Minnesota won its 6th in a row, 42-21 over Atlanta. 5 touchdown passes for Sam Darnold.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Cloudy skies with a few peaks of sun today, with daytime highs approaching 43. Northwesterly winds 15 to 20 miles per hour. Mainly cloudy skies expected again tonight. Lows level off around 21. Sunshine mixed with clouds at times. Tomorrow, high temperatures reach up to 40. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
When someone asks me, when is the best time to start saving for retirement, my answer is simple. It's today. Hi, I'm Tim McCaslin.
And I'm Janet Lawhorn,
your local Edward Jones financial advisors. We can help you build a plan for your ideal retirement by identifying your unique goals and help you keep on track to achieve them. The sooner you get started, the better. Call us at 308-872-6849 or visit edwardjones.com to schedule an appointment today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
8:06, let's go outside with Happy Jack and find out what the real temperature feels like. Jack?
Well, it's pretty chilly morning out. 35 degrees outside, mostly clear skies. There's a few little clouds popping up. Winds coming out of the west at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Barometric pressure is at 2991. Humidity at 53%. No rain or snow in the last 24 hours and no measurable precipitation for this month. High yesterday 66, overnight low 35. Sunrise today at 7:53, sunset today at 5:09. With that being said, Happy Jack Simpson wishing you a magnificent Monday. Back to you, Dave.
All right, thank you very much, Happy Jack.
Thank you, Jack. It's deep voice Jack today.
He has a bit of a sore throat, he told me earlier. And I said, well, that's when you go cut some commercials, Jack.
Exactly. That's what I told him this morning, is it? This is when we load you up on production because you got the big, deep voice.
Oh, you don't feel well? Too bad. You're going to do some commercials.
Yeah, and we're going to send you outside to give us the current conditions when it's cold.
Now we're throwing Jack under the bus this morning. Rotary's coming in next. Stay tuned, folks. Enjoy having you along.
So funny. KCNI, KBBN.
Wrap it in red and shop at RTA's Hardware in Broken Bow. Select power tools or batteries are just $99 each. And when you buy an M18 red lithium starter kit or fuel brushless drill and impact driver kit, you get your choice of a free Milwaukee leaf blower, grinder, sawzall, or battery, a $199 value for free. Buy a half-inch brushless hammer drill driver kit or circular saw and get a free 8 amp-hour battery for free. These deals and more are at RTA's Hardware, your locally owned Ace in Broken Bow.
The lights are up, trees are decorated, and Bruni Bank's Holiday Open House is coming up. Join us at our Broken Bow location at 803 South D Street on Wednesday, December 11th, anytime from 9 o'clock a.m. to 4 o'clock p.m. And don't forget to enter our raffle. Everyone is welcome to enter. Also, visit our giving tree and pick up an ornament with items listed for a family in need via Healing Hearts and Families. We are accepting donations now until December 13th. Bruni Bank would like to express our sincere gratitude for your business and wish you a successful 2025. Bruni Bank, member FDIC.
12 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock. You're listening to The Breakfast Show on a Monday. Good to have you along. We have some very special guests in the studio at this time. This time around, we're going to talk about children and Christmas, Brent, with these lovely ladies.
They both go together, don't they?
Well, yeah.
Yes. Kids and Christmas.
Big time.
Yeah, it's a big thing.
Deb McCaslin is here. Trish is here. How you guys doing?
We're doing great.
Good,
How
good.
about you?
Well, good. I don't think we wear as many hats as you two do because you got a lot of different things going on.
Thankfully, I don't look good in the hats, so I go incognito. Never know. I love my hats.
Well, it's the people's choice hats, right? You do what you feel comfortable with.
Yes.
But we are comfortable with talking about all the things that you guys are involved in. This time around, we're going to talk about Christmas and kids, right, Deb?
Absolutely. We'd love to spend just a couple of minutes talking about the Children's Christmas Fund. It's a lot of fun to work on this particular project. It's been around a long time. It was started about 75 years ago. And every year it's been giving toys to families in need and food.
Yes.
And paper products and just all sorts of different things. And last Saturday we had a great time sorting toys by ages and all that kind of stuff. And
that was a lot of fun. It was just seeing everything that kind of came together from all of our amazing merchants here in Custer County.
And Trish, you mentioned off the air about how your effort is really expanded in making sure that it's as much Custer County purchases as you can make, right?
Absolutely. We really pushed this year and went to as many people as we could think of that could get retail toys and things for us, and everybody was just so giving, and it was just good all the way around. I mean, different discounts from each business, and but everybody still they were able to make some money and get some things in, and it just was a quick, order this, here it's paid for, and it's gone. So, and everything from all the way down in, we had Arnold, Mills Hardware, and Brewbakers, and here, Lily Kate and RT, Ace Hardware. They were amazing and still are. They're, we're up to the wire, and they're still saying we can get stuff if you need it.
That's fantastic. That's great.
Melanie delivered so many things to the 4-H building on Saturday from Lily and Kate.
Yeah.
And she goes, now when you start to fill these things, come shop my store when you get done. But when she says shop her store, she means, oh, my goodness, what can I provide for you?
Yeah.
We're literally sitting back in, I'm totally humbled by the giving of all of these merchants this year. We made it an absolute, more than an effort. It was like, we're going to do it. Yep. We are absolutely going to purchase everything locally, because these are the stores that our kids walk into, our grandkids walk into, and they're the ones that open up their checkbooks. And
I will
buy
sometimes-
everything and support everything.
Right. And folks, if you're not in a business where you have a front door that people can walk in, a retail business or whatever the kind of business, there's a lot of people through your door over the year. And Trish, you're a business person, and Deb used to sell advertising. There's somebody at the door frequently saying, we have this project going, we have this benefit going, we have this for the community and the other communities, and they get asked a lot. And then they come around at Christmas and they do what you're talking about again, without hesitation.
Right. Well, I am literally almost speechless with how much they gave this year. It's just absolutely unbelievable. And we walked each time saying, we want you to make money.
Yeah. We weren't asking for donations at all.
You've got to make money to have this work.
Whatever
you
want to give us for a discount is wonderful, but you don't have to. And it was, I think that was the way we approached every business was, this is what we need. And, we don't really do too much with clothing or anything like that. Pretty much we try to do cute little things that are more toy oriented or gift oriented for these kids than a pair of socks.
Yeah.
Even though we did get donated some of those, but they're funny socks.
Oh, then that'll work. Then little ones deserve to get a toy or two.
Yeah.
That's really the bottom line. If you're little and you're waiting for Christmas and Santa Claus, it doesn't take a bunch of things. In fact, a couple things might be cherished more than a whole bunch of things.
Well, and when you think about it, it's our tax dollars that we pay at these stores that take care of our streets and our lovely parks and our fire department and our police department and our schools, and they make the community safe and a wonderful place to live. So I really don't know how to even express our thank you for them.
Yeah.
Can we go back to the beginning? You mentioned this has been going on for 75 years, did you say? I know you gave us the history when we talked about it last time. This was started in your family, I think.
It was actually my dad that came up with the idea. There were a couple of families in need at the time, and so he pulled in a couple of buddies of his and their wives, and they appeared on Christmas Eve with a tree and decorations and food and toys for the little ones, dropped it on the front porch, knocked on the door and ran. It was just a really kind of a cool story. And then the following year there were more families, and the next year there were more families, and it grew to be the point where I think it was my mom who cornered my dad and said, okay, we need some help here.
Yeah. And I guess the next question would be for folks
That's when
out
they
there.
brought in the does.
Yeah, the does joined up. And talk a little bit about the actual mechanics of it. So if folks out there may be new or just listening, how does it work?
So in August of this year, we visited the businesses. And we took our statistics from the last couple of years and said, this is what we need. We need to purchase approximately 500 gifts. And we divided it among the businesses and divided the money up and went, okay, can you buy X number of gifts for this amount of money? And we're not talking about $1.98. We're talking about we've spent significant dollars in the community this year. And each of them went, oh yeah, I'm doing that. Melanie and Otella Dale went, I'm going to market next week. I'll shop for you at market. So they've come up with great things. And then about the 1st of November, we send letters out. Yep. We used to send them through Health and Human Services, but some privacy laws, and those are important. Those privacy laws are important. We send letters out to those that have received in the past, to the families that maybe the Ministerial Association has given us or that we know of, and we send letters home through the schools. We sent letters home through Ansley, Anselmo, Myrna, Arnold, Broken Bow, to the families that way. And Another cool thing about it is that there's really only 3 of us among even we have quite a large board. We have a wonderful board. Only 3 of us in the board know who the families are.
Okay.
And so it's kept as confidential as we can. And then on Saturday morning when we distribute the food, and what we do is we give a holiday dinner to each of the families, and it's a ham and fruit and apples and potatoes and all, basically
canned goods and butter
and cake mixes and just everything to make a really nice holiday dinner to each of the families, plus a gift for each child 18 and under. And then we also on Saturday morning we talk before the families come, and we really emphasize that it's honestly never our place to pass judgment. We do not know what's going on in that family's lives. We do not know the parents they might be supporting. We don't know the medical bills they might have had this year. And we don't know if a family who comes up to pick something up might be actually picking it up for a neighbor or somebody else that they know that has been too proud to put a letter in for themselves. You just never know. And what's really cool is in January we published the list of donors. And if you look through that list of donors, there's always a number of anonymous ones. Mm-hmm. Every year, we'll get some checks, and sometimes some very significant checks, that say, you helped my family 10 years ago. You helped my family growing up. It's time for me to pay this back. Mm-hmm. And, by the way, don't print my name and don't print my story.
Right.
That's great. Yeah.
And so
totally.
And speaking of pickup, Trish, do you want to talk about pickup on Saturday?
Yes, pickup on Saturday starts at 9. And basically the neat part about it is you don't get out of your vehicle. You just drive around. There's a route at the fairgrounds, and you come around and you have your number. Each basket or each form has a number that you're assigned. And then our guys with walkie-talkies, they'll tell us the number of the vehicle that's coming in, and then they pull around to the front. The runners inside pick up all the bags, the food and the toys, and then I'm not sure on books this year. Usually we will have books.
The library brings books out there.
Yeah, they get donations.
And so we distribute the books through that form too, and thank you to the library.
Yeah.
We've done that for years.
Ask the families if they want books for the kids, and some do, some there are a few that don't, but we put books in age appropriate, and then put it in their vehicle form so they don't even get out of the vehicle. And they just drive on.
Nice.
So,
COVID was wonderful.
Yeah,
in this aspect.
Gave us a whole new perspective on that.
It made us redesign how this gets distributed, and it just works really slick. And so if you are coming out and you've lost your slip, don't worry. Please come anyway, because we do have a master list that has it by last name as well as by number.
Okay, all right.
One of those 3 people have.
Yeah.
And they guard it.
Yeah,
it's kind of funny to watch this.
Sounds like a great system that came out of a bad deal, right?
Yeah.
So for folks out there listening who haven't donated before, didn't get a letter, how do they get money to this?
Oh, and we have not seen much come in so far this year, so it'd be so appreciated. You can mail it to Box 24. That's our Rotary box number, because Rotary, we're the muscle behind this.
And we share the P.O. box.
And Farm Credit Services also, they're huge volunteers. Or you can drop it off at the chief.
Okay.
Or drop it off at the Custer County Foundation. But make the check out to the Custer County Foundation and then earmark a Children's Christmas Fund. Yep. So everything is totally tax deductible.
Okay, very good. Very good. All right.
I think the other part too is a lot of people go, "Oh, it's a Christmas thing," and it's like, no, we're around all year. We do gas cards and food for people, and so if there is a need, even if it's not Christmas time, if people reach out to us, it's we do have availability for food and fuel cards and that kind of thing. So
we especially do fuel cards when parents have children who end up in Omaha Children's Hospital.
Right.
You know, they're trying to still maintain a job and take care of their children, and that gas just eats up a lot of the...
Yeah, it will. You bet. All right, ladies. Anything else? We're going to be going to another very dynamic group called the Custer County Foundation when we get down here, because they're going to have their gala coming up, which raises lots of money for scholarships for our high school students.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
So it's all good today. It's all positive, good things happening.
Sounds good.
And the Chiefs won.
Yeah, Kansas City did win.
Who knew?
Yeah, they did. Kind of. Yes, they did. They won. The score was in their favor.
Thank you guys for everything you do for the community. Your hearts are the size of Nebraska itself.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate that. We'll take a timeout. We'll see if they are ready. Let me double check here. Looks like they're not hooked up yet, so we've not run over their time. So we'll go to the Custer County Foundation here in just a little bit, find out about all the things that you can bid on, either in the silent auction or the traditional auction, this upcoming event, which is their main fundraiser. That's coming up after these words.
Some secrets just can't be kept, like the Christmas spirit happening at the Secret Garden. Open every day through Christmas. Monday to Friday, 11:30 to 4:30, Saturday, 8:30 to 4:30, and Sundays from 1 until 4. 20% off greenery continues this week. You can also save 15% off Christian t-shirts. Wishing you a season that is merry and bright with the light of God's love. The Secret Garden, located 2 1/4 miles west of Myrna on Highway 92 and a half a mile north.
Just like technology and all of this talk about AI, the world of construction and home design is always evolving too. At Ansley Lumber and Supply, they are committed to having the very latest in materials as well as the tools you need to tackle the job. Wanting to get in on the barn dominium craze? Well, Ansley Lumber and Supply has everything from the plans and framing to the windows, insulation, and shingle material you need. If your project is a little smaller than building a new home, they have what you need for those too. Ansley Lumber and Supply. Visit them on Main Street in Ansley.
The Fox Theater invites you to Broken Bow or Cozad for a night at the movies. To keep up with what's showing and what's around the corner, go to watchthefox.com. Fridays are new movie day, and don't forget that the Fox Theater is open daily. Have an event, celebration, or meeting you need a site for? Ask them about theater rental, with or without concessions, and a movie. Gift cards to the Fox are perfect gifts any time of the year. The Fox Theater in Broken Bow and Cozad. Visit watchthefox.com. That's watchthefox.com.
Merry Christmas, Alabama. Merry Christmas, Tennessee. Merry Christmas.
Fencings, inviting you to help us celebrate the holiday season at our open houses at all 4 branch locations on December 10th from 10 until 2. Check out our website, nesb.bank, for more details. From all of us at Nebraska State Bank, we wish you and your family a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Nebraska State Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC.
Moline Seed and Fence in Gothenburg is your go-to fence store. They've got continuous fence in stock, raw steel and galvanneal panels ready to go, plus creosote posts in stock. Their kiln-dried posts are treated to a 0.8 retention and made from southern yellow pine. Need hedge posts? Get your orders in now for next spring. And for calving season, they've got you covered with freestanding and portable panels made from durable galvanneal pipes. Moline Seed and Fence, your Nebraska leader in agricultural fencing. Visit MolineSeedandFence.com or call 308-529-0781.
At Echo Financial in Arnold, they believe that sometimes all you need is someone to help show you the way. It is certainly true with finances and insurance. Whether you're starting in your career or are preparing for the retirement of your dreams, Echo is there to listen, understand, and help guide your financial journey. She invites your questions and offers complimentary consultations for your retirement and legacy planning. Echo Financial offers asset management and financial planning with a heartbeat. Visit echofinancialllc.com or call 308-848-2244 to book your appointment today. Advisory services are offered through Echo Financial LLC, a registered investment advisor in the state of Nebraska. Insurance products and services are offered through Echo Financial and Echo Pelster Insurance LLC affiliated companies. The countdown to Christmas is upon them at Bow Family Furniture and Flooring. They are stepping up their inventory of fine quality furniture and sleep sets. Trucks are still rolling in and the selection is ever changing. But one thing is for sure, you will get the best price as they give you the best service they possibly can. Shop Bow Family Furniture, open Sundays noon until 4 p.m. on East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
8:35, we'll be going to the Custer County Foundation just a bit later in the show, as the guys just left here just a little bit ago to get hooked up. Worked out perfect. We have Ryan Palmer here from Runza. I got to tell you a true story.
Please.
Real quick. I haven't done this for a long time with Joyce.
Okay.
But I called Joyce on the phone last week to ask her a question about some things. And then I, at the end of the conversation, said, well, how's things going at, and it wasn't Runza. We had just had another client in here before that. And so I said, how are things going at blank? She was so sweet about it. I used to do that to her all the time on the air. I get turned around and say the wrong name. So apologize to her for me.
Not a chance. No, that's on you.
Okay, Brian. Yeah. Thanks a lot. Appreciate that.
I mean, I'll do a lot, but no, that's on you.
Thank you, Brian, for not letting him off the hook. Good for you.
Everybody wants to put Dave under the bus today. I don't know.
Sounds like you jumped under it yourself.
I did. I've done it before. And it's the last thing that you want to do is what you do sometimes.
Absolutely. You know? Yeah. But, yeah. I don't ever ask people. I don't ever ask ladies when they're due anymore. I've learned that lesson.
Yeah. Yeah, that can get you, can't it?
Yeah.
That can be real embarrassing. Yeah, that's enough of that.
Okay, thank you.
Let's talk about what's going on at Runza and find out what some of the winter's activities are as far as your menu goes. Let's start.
Yeah. So menu changes. We did last week. We finished up our specialty spicy barbecue bacon Runza and burger. And so that came off the menu, as well as our pumpkin spice shake, which we knew was going to happen. And we've replaced the pumpkin spice shake with a salted caramel.
Ooh.
I'm not a big sweet tooth guy, and this is a pretty good milkshake. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Nice change up too.
Yeah, for sure. So, menu wise, we've just got our full menu available now. Obviously, soup and cinnamon roll seasons, we're getting into the thick of it. We had a day the other week when it was high of 35. Yep, that's chili season, boys.
Yeah, it is, and we're kind of on a roller coaster right now. But we know, well, December typically, January, February certainly will be great weather for that.
Yeah, absolutely. So, as far as off the menu, we've got a few weeks left here, a couple weeks till Christmas, obviously. Our gift card program is back as it has been last few years. Buy $50 worth of Runza gift cards, and you get a free $10 gift card. So you buy 5 $10 gift cards, you get a free $10. You buy a $100 gift card, which is the maximum you can get. You get 2 $10 cards. So for every $50 spent, promotional $10 free card with that. So
it's a deal.
Yeah, we go through quite a few of them.
I bet you do.
Oh, yeah. I think half of them get given as gifts, and the other half are just, I think people keep a stash of them at home, and they're safe and pulling out when it's time to
get in a car and come see you.
Yep.
So a lot of the business you do is through the drive-through. I don't know if we talk about the restaurant part of it enough. You've got the main room and then another room that people gather in and have little get-togethers in, or just come in and want to get out of the way where it's a little less, maybe a little more quiet.
Yeah.
So I think people do enjoy your restaurant. We don't talk about that enough.
Yeah, our facility as a whole for the business we see, our drive-through handles the load of our the bulk of our business, but our dining room is pretty busy in some fashion all day long.
Yeah.
We've got a couple groups of people that come in between that 2 and 3 o'clock and have a milkshake or a pop and visit. We've got a Bible study group that comes in on Wednesday mornings and utilizes what we call a little party room there. We sure wish our facility was a little bit larger for parking and dining and whatnot, but we're landlocked and we do with what we have. But we keep our dining room going all day long.
It's pretty busy.
Yeah, it turns over quite a few tables throughout the day.
The difference between going through in a car is you're in a hurry, you're going to go somewhere. When you come in the restaurant, you might come in with, like you say, some friends or relatives and sit down around the table and have a little conversation while you eat. So you've got both options there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the sitting down around the table, Sundays are pretty, after church, we have probably our busiest, consistently busiest lunch on Sundays every week. And, I feel bad because we have tables at seat 2 and tables at seat 4, and we have groups of 12.
Well, they just fill up the room.
Well,
right?
they rearrange furniture and we put it back, and hopefully we can get as many seated in there as possible.
I was going to ask you too about buses and schools and that sort of thing. I know you get those kind of stops. Is a very obvious question, but advance notice certainly would help you.
Oh, it would help us, and it would also help the busload of people.
Yes. Speed things up a little bit.
Well, speed things up. We, as with any business, labor is one of our most expensive components to operating. And so, as an example, when we get after 8 o'clock at night, we slow down considerably, and so we may cut a few staff members out of there.
Right.
So when that bus comes in at 8:25 and our lobby closes at 8:30 and we're scaled down on staff, had I had some advance notice, I would have kept the appropriate amount of staff there to get people cycled back on the bus and home usually after their sporting event. So yeah, so it's always nice to have a phone call ahead of time, or I don't care where you're going, in town, out of town. If you're going to try and feed people at a restaurant, there's 15 or 20 of you. Probably always nice to call.
Yeah, or more.
Yeah.
People. Is the phone number on like your website? Do you know?
Yeah, you'd be able to Google it.
Yeah, you can just Google it. And get
absolutely.
It. Yeah.
They also, we also have it in this. There's a book they send it out to you every year in the mail. It's Usually got a red cover on it. I think they call it the phone book.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's a forgotten art.
I was going to say, there's no way you could come to my house and find it.
Put it in your cell phone because...
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it has changed a little bit that way, but they can get the information on...
Yeah, absolutely. And we don't have a Broken Bow specific site, but runza.com is... the company site. You can choose a Broken Bow location.
Okay.
So that would be what I would call our website.
Okay.
So
now, we've talked about several different things. Is there something that you came up with that you wanted to talk about?
The app, we talked about the app last time. We went through a complete revamping of our app. I'd say we probably got 90% of our customers switched over to the new app. It has not been without some hiccups, as with any IT changeover in any fashion of the world would be, it seems like. So thanks for your patience with our customers on that. People, when they switched over right away, the points didn't carry, but then another day or two they update. So just want to thank our amazing customers for their patience with that. So,
right.
Yeah.
Now, we talked about it last time you were here, which wasn't too long ago.
Yeah.
You were going to get married.
Yes.
Did you get married?
I think so.
All right. So you remember getting married, don't you, Brian?
Okay. People keep saying, did she say yes? And I'm trying to go back, and I think she did.
Well, good. Congratulations.
Yeah. She changed her name on her driver's license. Is that?
It's a good sign.
Yeah.
So she probably said yes?
Yes, she must have.
Okay.
That's nice.
Good.
And you real quick, we don't have a lot of time, but you had a reception or the ceremony both up at Brewster, right?
Yeah.
That's a cool place.
It really is. Yeah. Uncle Buck's Lodge in Brewster. It was very fitting for our celebration. You wouldn't have a 500-person wedding there by any means,
right.
but we had a small 45 or so people there, and they just do an amazing job up there. If you haven't been to that lodge at all, it's it's almost a little bit of a museum.
Yes.
It's full of pictures and artifacts, and truly some cowboy gear from the Sandhills.
Yeah.
Just a really, really cool place. And I think I think they're open on Thursday nights for supper. They have been for quite a while, and I think they're still doing that here through the winter. But you want to talk about a good prime rib or good meal. You're 50 minutes away, and it just nice change of pace, little road trip. Great venue to have small gatherings or get a good meal.
Yeah, and you can now actually sit there and watch the river go by while you're having
Yes, you can.
which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Quite scenic there.
Yeah, absolutely. Beautiful place.
All right, Brian. Thanks a lot, and congratulations.
Well, thank you.
All right.
Guys, have a great day.
You too. All right, we noticed that the crew is hooked up and ready to go. We're going to go right to the foundation and find out more about this year's gala. With that report, here's Jeremy Scheib.
All right. Thank you, Dave. It kind of caught me off guard there. It's a good thing I had my headphones on. We are at the Custer County Foundation offices, and we are live not only on the radio on KCNI and KBBN, but we're also live on the St. Hills Express Facebook page for you folks. So if you're able to watch right now, you can do so. As I always say, not while you're driving. Just wait or pull over and watch, or watch later on. Tina, have you been behind the camera before? Once. Okay. No pressure. All right. So we'll start, Riley, by kind of allowing you to introduce everybody that's in the room here and all of their roles, and then we'll cruise through and take a look at all these awesome items we've been looking at.
Perfect. My name is Riley Daffer. I am the executive director here at the Custer County Foundation. And with me, I've got Lizzie Bartok. She's one of our board members and one of our gala committee members. And then I've also got Chris Smith over here, who is a board member also. And then in the background is Lisa Bell, our office assistant. So
doing what she does really well. She's answering that phone all the time, isn't she?
She is. She's very good at what she does.
All right. Well, I lost the sheet of information that Chris gave me, but I'll kind of let you start off. It's this Saturday.
It's
the number
this
one
Saturday.
thing. So if you
Yes.
got your tickets a long time ago, that's always half the battle is remembering
Yes.
you bought the tickets and to go, right?
Yep, it is this Saturday. We'll start around 5. We'll start the silent auction and the social hour, and then roll into dinner around 6:15, and then our live auction will start at 7.
Okay, number one questions that people always have are about tickets, both to the event and then for the raffle as well. How are we sitting on tickets?
We are sold out of both.
Sold out of both?
Yes,
okay.
we have a wait list for the gala. So if you are wanting to go, get your name on that list, and I will do what I can, but no promises this year. So
It's always a hard problem to have when you end up on that waiting list, but it's a good problem
It's a
to
great
have,
problem for us, that's
especially
for
in
sure.
year number 20. I think that is so exciting, and I think this year, every year is special, but this
Mm-hmm.
one's just going to have a different undertone, is it?
yes, we're kind of going big or going home. So we have just kind of decided that it's our 20th. We're gonna make it the best shindig we can. So
Okay, awesome. And I've kind of done some walking through while
Mm-hmm.
we've been waiting to go on the air here. We've got some awesome items to show you folks
We do.
this morning. We'll describe it on the radio. We'll talk about it on the video as well. But I know you've got some boosters that you want to
Yes.
thank, and then some wine bar sponsors.
yes, we've got our ag boosters. They help underwrite the Polaris that we auction off. Sorry, that we do a raffle for. 183 Farms, Joel and Jamie Bailey, Adams Land and Cattle, Amesbury Farms, Art and Diane Anderson, Arrowseed, Barbara Appraisals, John and Mary Bieshler, Blowers Farms, Kyle and Gina Cantrell, Dalporto Livestock, Evans Feed, Jeff and Karen Evans, Grassland Veterinary Hospital. Heartland Builders, Hermsmeyer Agronomy, Norder Supply, Pandorf, Land and Cattle, Performance Plus, Prot Irrigation, Rice Veterinary Services, the Senator Pete and Suzanne Ricketts, Sligling Angus, Greg and Jody Smith, Thomas Livestock, Trias Ag, Brad White Equipment, and Vitalix with Travis Shada. And then we also have our wine bar sponsors that help underwrite the wine, just as an added expense because every table gets wine. 308 Films, Absolute Plumbing, Penny Ashenfelter and John Books, Border Law Office, Central Nebraska Electric, Clark Dental, Ideal Realty, Kirkpatrick Cleaning Services, M&M Electric, Norman Deb McCaslin, Michelle Miller CPA, Pedersen Hillside Ranch, and Weathercraft of Broken Bow.
Great. And I know that those lists of people all come together to make those big, important items
Yes.
available. So,
Yes.
and many of them donate items to the other auction as well, which is awesome.
Yes, we've got great donors. We've got great support from our community. It is Custer County wide, and so we just could not do this without all of our donors.
Great. And there's a few different games, folks. If you're going to attend for the first time this year, and have not been before, there's a couple of games that we'll talk about when we get further into things
Yes.
as well. And I'm sure there's a lot of excitement surrounding that too.
There are, yes. It's been
Okay.
a 20-year work in progress, and we think we have got it kind of nailed down. So
Perfect.
Yes.
Okay. Do we want to start over behind where Chris is over here?
Sure.
Okay. We'll head this direction. Chris and Lizzie, I'll kind of let you talk about some of these items over here.
So we have a couple of trips that are on the live auction this year. One to Belize, Costa Rica, Dillon, Colorado, and a new one this year that is to Florida with an Airbnb. There's some other items on here as well. We've got seed corn, and another exciting one we had this year is Establish Your Own Scholarship. So that can be awarded. We'll have all the details for that, but just be thinking about that in your mind before you get there if that's something you're interested in.
Sure.
We have a generator for some of the live auction items. I want to say, what else do we have on here? Seed corn.
8 hours of electrician labor and
Yep.
$500 in supplies. That looks
Yep.
great.
Yep. We also have a quarter beef and processing and a generator from Custer Electric. So yeah, these are some of our really big ticket items, popular items that will be on the live auction on Saturday night.
Great. And 4 trips. That's really exciting. I know
Mm-hmm.
that there's always a lot of smack talking leading up to the 4 trips close to the end of the evening. And there's a really good variety on these trips. You can go anywhere in the world, it sounds like.
Pretty much, yeah. And then we also reserve the right if there's some hot ticket silent auctions, we'll pull them up for the lives because sometimes people get a little competitive and want to win those silent auctions. So we always reserve that right to pull it off of silent and throw it up there on the live auction. Yeah.
You guys probably get a pretty good indication of that when you go over to a table to pick up the silent auction sheets and there's people hovering,
Yep.
right? Those are
Yep,
the items
there-
we're talking about?
There are some items where people hover, and like I said, it gets pretty competitive depending on what the item is and who's there to bid on it. So we appreciate that, and so there could be more than these for the live auctions. But another thing that we do during the live auctions is our celebration with jewelry. So we will auction off 8 bottles of liquor, and with that you get a chance to win his and her jewelry. After all 8 bottles have been sold, each buyer's name will be placed in a drawing to win. So your odds are pretty good, 1 in 8. The retail value for this jewelry set is $3,600.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll read a little bit about the jewelry.
Okay.
Sponsored by Myers Construction, Myers Iron and Salvage, Custer Transfer, Burwell and Broken Bow Livestock, Hawthorne Jewelry, and First Interstate Bank. And there is a men's watch. And Riley, help me out with this. They are
It's a black diamond necklace.
black diamond necklace.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Those are beautiful, and Tina's getting a nice shot of those on Facebook Live so that you folks can check those out. But again, you got to win one of those bottles of alcohol. That gives you that 1 in 8 shot. So
You got
you're
it.
getting yourself into the drawing.
Yes, that's
Okay.
how you get yourself into the drawing.
Great. Do we want to talk about cash boxes while we're over here?
Yep,
Yeah,
go
we can
ahead,
do
Chris.
that. You know, during the event, we try to break up the night, so it's just not all auction. So we try to have some games that are involved there. So a couple of them that we do. One this year, we've traditionally given away cash boxes. We have a $1,000 cash box that's sponsored by Edward Jones, Gateway Motors, and Palmer Monument. $750 cash box by Performance Plus. $500 cash box from Aero Aviation, which is Casey and Melissa Williams, and then a $250 cash box by the good folks at Muddy Creek Ag. And so this year, instead of doing keys, in the past we've kind of done a key lock box, we're going to go with a card game. And so we have 5 decks of cards, and the folks over here, Chaz Sandhills Custom. Yep. So she's donated these cards for them, and they're with our logo and everything on it for our anniversary.
Great.
But we have 5 matching decks, and we will sell off 4 decks, and then from the master deck, we will draw a specific card. So let's say it's the Queen of Hearts is drawn, and then all 4 people that have the Queen of Hearts get to come up to the stage, and then from there they'll have a little game of chance to determine which order and which cash box they might have a chance to win on that. So that's one game, and then of course the heads or tails is always popular and kind of comical. But with that, folks are allowed to buy beads ahead of time to play that game. Throughout the night, we'll stop and we'll flip a coin, and you'll choose either to put your hands on your head or on your tail, and then we'll flip. And if you match, you get to keep your beads, and if you lose, you take a strand off. And then at the end of the night, the last person standing wins $500. So that's always a fun and comical game that we try to do to lighten things up just a little bit for that.
Both very popular games too, and in my experience, that's why, in addition to the social hour, you want to show up and you want to get involved in these if you're wanting to get involved in those, right?
Yeah, because they will sell out before the entire crowd even makes it in the building. So for a number of years, I was in charge of selling the beads, and it always seemed like, you know, in the first 20, 25 minutes of having the doors open, those beads would sell out. So I am assuming that that's going to happen there, and same thing with the cards. I mean, your cards are going to sell really, really fast. We do limit the number that people can buy, but still, you know, even with only being able to buy 5 at a time, it doesn't take too many people coming in that door when you have 400 people coming in to sell them out.
Great. Well, it sounds like a lot of fun, and everyone get involved as soon as you walk through the door.
Exactly.
Okay. Let's go this way, Tina, and kind of get a shot of some of these other items here. Got some beautiful gift baskets here.
Yeah, you know, we're always really fortunate. I always say, you know, we've got some really creative businesses here in Custer County, and it is county-wide, but they are just fabulous at coming up with baskets of items that really kind of suit everybody. You know, Adams Land and Cattle is back here. They always do a nice basket that usually includes steak, some of their famous steaks that you can't get them unless it's at an event like this, with some wines. Of course, this year it looks like they've put in kind of some comforts with some blankets and some, looks like maybe a cocoa bomb and some things like that are in there. You know, Spa and E donated some nice smelling scrubs and salts and things like that, and candles that are in there. Robert's Chiropractic from Sargent did a nice holiday gift bags that you can see that there is cocoa and drinks in there and stuff like that. You come over here and you've got like even Nate and Lisa Bell. You know, they've got an Unleash the Beast. So with Kincaiders being, you know, extremely popular with their alcohol there, their winter's ales, and they have a new run of the Snow Beast whiskey. That's kind of a limited run with that. So they've got that with a package in there to do some things like that. But not only that, you know, you have Cookie Farm that donates cookies. You've got family memberships to Melham Wellness Center. We've got 4 Nebraska football tickets and parking passes that are donated over there by Mike and Sally Bell. Straight Arrow Bison Ranch, they have an experience now where you can go out there and stay a night in their kind of cabins there. Yurt. Yeah. There you go. So you can go out there, stay the night, be close to the buffalo, and they take you out there and you get a kind of up close experience. And
it's really cool.
Yeah, I mean, those are things that are in Custer County that you don't always think about, but man, they're fun and awesome to do, and kind of a little staycation. So what a wonderful donation to do that. You know, the golf course out here donated a membership, so you have that. One of the fun things that I'm sure will be, there's a couple things this year for the ladies, but the Matt Rife tickets are over here. And, you know, he's a comedian that kind of blew up on TikTok and really famous and really pretty. People say that a lot of times that he and I look alike.
Do you say that?
Yeah, so he and I look very similar, so both chiseled bodies and things like that.
I have heard that, yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, but his comedy shows are insanely popular, and so those are tickets. And who did we get to donate those? Those
Friend
are
of the Foundation.
Friend of the Foundation. Yeah, so some of that comes with that, and gift card for gas and things like that that's there. As we go around the room, you're going to see another live auction this year. It's at the other end of the building, but it's a mixer, and it's had a lot of talk. It's this beautiful,
Walnut bowl mixer.
Yeah, walnut bowl mixer, and we put that online right away. All the home bakers and things like that were really saying that's something that we've got to buy. You know, we've got the Breville espresso machines that are in here, so that's new.
And there's been a lot of smack talk about that. Hunter and Lisa have been talking smack about trying to win that. So that was underwrote by Tim and Julie Johnson, one of our board members also.
I think there's truly something for everybody. There's trips if people like to travel. There's outdoor equipment. There's entertainment. There's things for kids. There's things for people that like to camp and do outdoorsy sorts of things. Truly a really wide variety. And then there's also, of course, lots of different items of things that will take you places here in Custer County that maybe you haven't discovered before. Yep. So cool to see the variety again this year. Let's talk about a couple of these other items over here. Fireworks back in the corner. We've got some private stock Captain Morgan back there.
Yes, so that back there is kind of a little travel keg, a party keg. It's called the square keg. Those are things that you can either put like your favorite alcohol with it, so you can do a mixer and put in there and take to like a tailgate party, or it does come with a CO2 cartridge. So let's say you wanted to take your favorite Kincaider beer or other beer from someplace, you can fill up 1 gallon of that and keep it in your fridge and do that. So that's there for us. Of course, you've got a pizza oven. Those have become insanely popular, especially in the summer times for people at the lake. when they go camping, just even at your own home. So we've got those types of things that are in here, and
cold pot over here that's gotten a lot of looks, that's for sure.
yeah, well, cold water immersion system. So everybody's talking about the health and wellness and things like that. So you can kind of do your own cold plunge. So it looks like Russell Title and Taylor Heating and Cooling have donated that together. But those really bring a lot of health benefits to folks. Kind of start your metabolism if you're into weight loss, things like that. If you're into that weight loss, I'm not, because if you notice as she heads down, she's going to get close to the dilly bars. Now that's kind of my weight loss program, that you have a year's supply of dilly bars, and that's always popular and good to bid on there from Dairy Queen, which I believe, does that come with a freezer as well? So yes, it does come with a deep freeze.
Great.
Along there with that, of course, putt golf. We've got coolers, and most people have donated refreshments that go in that cooler. So
For the adult age.
Yes, adult age beverages. So Arnold Insurance Agency has got theirs over there that they have donated. That's she'll be getting to in a minute. That's generously filled with different spirits and things like that for it. There's another one down the way that's has Kincaid beers and things like that.
Yeah, well,
As you're looking at this one, I will tell Dave, he is the reason that this is here. He's been,
the XL grill. Huh?
Yes, he's been so jealous of Brent's grill that while I was listening, I was like, this is for him. He has to have this. It's for them. So they're the brainchild behind that.
So it looks like this can cook about anything, right?
Inside
Air
grill,
fries?
just for them. So
Okay.
they don't have to share anymore.
Wow, there you go.
I know.
Brent, that might be just as much for Brent as it is Dave.
Exactly.
He doesn't have to share anymore.
Exactly.
Perfect. Before we cruise down this direction, I want to make mention of this one is always very popular too. Grocery carts eat like a king. Explain that for folks if they're not super familiar. You basically get meals throughout the entire upcoming year. I know the grocery cart always gets a really good standing ovation for what they contribute to not only this event, but to most everything that happens in the county.
The cool thing about that gift is you can customize it to the individual. So because you do get to choose, do you want steak in it? Do you want shrimp in it? Do you want pork in it? Things like that. And then it comes with all your fixings. So you get your salads, your sides, etc. through that. And it's one per month. So six baskets there, and you can change them. So you want filet mignon this time, you can do that. You want shrimp for the next one, you can do that. They're really great to work with everybody to do that. So they are insanely popular, and we've got a couple different ones of those there. So that way you can eat like a king for an entire year in that with there. One of the cool things that I kind of noticed when we were walking around here this morning was over here at Delilah Valley Ranch. That's they've got some wonderful floral and things like that.
Yeah.
But she's doing a sip and snip promotion.
Mm-hmm.
So you can go over there with 6 of your friends, and you can enjoy refreshments and things like that while you pick out what type of bouquet and things like that you want to get there. And if you've seen her bouquets or her flowers, I mean, they're just
gorgeous.
Exactly. So that'd be fun to do with some friends and do that. So maybe Dave and Brent want to do that together, like a bonding moment.
If they take me along and I can be the videographer and put together a video of that, I'd love to see them snip flowers together.
As long as they frolic in the flowers.
Yeah, they get a frolic, yeah. We got some beautiful cutting boards over here. And RTA's Hardware, they've got these gel blasters. That's a popular item each year, too.
We are not responsible for any injuries that are acquired by using those gel blasters. Just disclaimer real quick.
Just like you can't open the alcohol the night of the event, you shouldn't open maybe the gel blasters or things like that.
Right. That's got to be like a Joe thing there for those, because that's like the uncle that donates or gives their nephew like the gift.
A recorder.
Right. Something noisy or something dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's his thoughts with the thing. So let's see if we can get people liquored up and put danger for the evening.
There you
go. To do that. But so that's great. Of course, lots of tabletop stuff. You've got, they've also donated like a solo stovetop thing. those are great for s'mores.
They are.
You know, our family likes to do that, but we don't always want to fire up the campfire. And so there you can put in some fuel, either little wood pellets. A lot of times what most people use in them, light those up and have a easy s'more making session, you know, for the family and the kids, things like that. Down at the end of the table, there's a snow cone, or a Hawaiian shaved ice, I should say.
Oh, nice.
Maker. So you can do that at home. So that's a nice little thing there. So you can have a little party or with your kids, you know, in the winter, something like that, snow day. Have a little fun there, or just something nice in the summer. Of course, we always get nice donations like from the KCNI down here that gives you some breakfast show time that you can go out there and banter with the folks, the fine folks out there to do that. Ortello Dale, you know, always has some nice wall hangings. Of course, I have a Nebraska one, and last year that was really popular. There was something very similar. My wife kept bidding on that thing, and I finally took the pin out of her hand, so we didn't end up going home with it. So I don't know if she knows that's out there this year, but I'm sure she'll be bidding on that again as well. So.
Okay. You talked about the cooler. That's down here. That's full. And then you've got an entire refrigerator down here. And then you've got the beverages sitting around it as well. We're kind of getting towards all of the bigger kind of items over here. So if your folks are keeping an eye on those bigger items, make sure you keep your eyes open for this. I think this one right here is going to be pretty popular. I wanted to point this out. Prairie Patio Furniture, glider chairs, and table had Bruning Bank, the Garden Center come together with Prairie Patio Furniture, and you can pick a different color as well.
Correct. Yeah, and if you've seen those are amazing, high quality. They're comfortable to set in. You know, you kind of look at them and you think, okay, they look like it's a composite, but it kind of looks like wood, you know, and you think, oh, you know, they might be a little rough on you. But you go out there and you sit in those things, and they are just wonderful. They're relaxing. And so, yeah, those are really neat. And that's awesome that they do allow you to select colors, so that way you can match it to your patio that you have out there or your house to do that. You know, the other thing to kind of mention we have a ton of gift certificates that come in through here from places. So sometimes if you just can't, you know, you don't want a basket, but you want to do something. You know, we've got Runza that does one free combo meal a week for a year. We've got Howdy that donated your favorite latte a bag of flavoring there. So 96-ounce bag that you can take and do that at home for you there. Paulson's always is great, and they donate some concrete. So you end up with, usually it's 5 cubic yards, and looks like that's the same this year. So if you've got a project that you're doing, a patio or a driveway or something like that, or getting ready to build a house, you know, those types of projects. So those are out there that you can cash in. The Quilting Shack, they're great to do that. Four County Dough does, looks like a muffin bundle that they've got, and Bulos. So those are there. Relax and Revive, you know, 90-minute massages, just all kinds of wonderful things that businesses do come and help donate. So sometimes you don't always have to walk out with a basket or a prize, but you're going to walk out with some sort of an experience or something to fill your belly down the line.
Lots of other great items that Tina is getting on Facebook Live, folks, if you want to check them out after the fact. Got a couple of bar stools here. What do we got
here? Well, that actually goes with the video game system.
Oh, okay, goes with the Arcade Classics table here. It's got 60 games in one. Chris and I were talking about this before we went on the air. If you remember going to Pizza Hut back in the day, you could go to the arcade room, and they had this sit-down arcade table. It's exactly that.
Yeah, so, you know, you can sit down there and kind of challenge each other. I said, you know, this would be a real fun contest, too. You plug this baby in, and you put up the Miss Pac-Man, and you kind of go through and see if you can win and get through the game. But you're right, it's not only just Miss Pac-Man. There's 60 games in this thing. So, and you can set it up so, you know, like, you can either just let it run free, or if you want to charge people for it, like, you know, you have friends but not that good of friends, and they can come over with all their quarters and put it in and do a pay-per-play type of thing like that as well. So
Sounds like something Dave would do. He'd put that in his basement and then make it take quarters at his
he'd
own
be like,
house.
come on over, Apperson, let's play some games and bring your quarters
Yeah.
with me. So, yeah.
If not, I have change.
There you go.
Yeah.
Here's the mixer that you were talking about. Wow,
Yeah, so
that is gorgeous.
Isn't that a great mixer? So Dana F. Cole and looks like Hermsmeyer's occupational therapy went in together with that, and Ranchland Ford as well. And so that thing is just beautiful, you know.
Almost looks too nice to use.
Right.
Wow.
But so think how good, like, you know, the bread and the things like that would taste coming out of it. It's got to taste way better than just your average old mixer.
I would think so.
So to
yes.
go that way. One of the other nice things that we've got in here, we do have, like, Jim and Shelley Scott donated a Husker volleyball package, and that comes with things that are signed by John Cook, you know, and obviously the girls are doing great this year. We're fortunate. They will play on Friday night this year, and then when they win, they'll play again on Sunday. So the gal is just sandwiched in between there.
There you go.
So, you know, if you bought this, you could have it in, you know, for good luck on Sunday to get us into the Final Four there and win a national championship this year.
Great. Okay, Lizzie, talk about. Oh, you have something? Oh, okay. Another. I didn't even know Polaris made coolers, but
Yep.
there's an awesome Polaris cooler down here and an oil change kit too.
Yep, we've got a Polaris cooler oil change kit from Govier Brothers Mortuary. Also over here, this is a great one. I think I've actually gone home with this before. Great Western Gas and Sergeant Corner Market, Green Mountain Grill, and 20 ribeye steaks.
Wow.
So that's another great gift, and there's a big box of seasonings up there. Behind over here, we've got an Acres triangular toolbox and a $200 gift card, and that's from Acres Equipment Solutions here in Broken Bow. We've got another cooler. This one's donated by Custer Federal. It's a Yeti cooler, and it looks like there's some Kincaidor cans and some koozies, some hard-sided koozies that are also Yeti coolers as well. We also have a really cool item. This is just the tag for it here. It's a fitness mirror. So hopefully we'll be able to have that and display it. That's from, it's actually here. We didn't get it out. We've got a whole bunch of folks that sponsored that. It has a bunch of different exercises, and it's just a mirror that sort of tells you kind of what to do and how to exercise and workouts. And it also comes with a 12-month subscription as well on that.
Very cool.
And then again on this table towards the front, we have some more gift baskets and just some great items from local business. We have date night. This one's always fun. Maple Park Dentist, a dental hygiene basket. Govier Farms donated a smartphone photo printer, which would be a great Christmas gift. That's another thing you can look for on Saturday night is Christmas gifts, things that you just haven't found yet. Your wife will circle items in the program for
There you
I
go.
promise. If she needs any help, we'd be happy to help. And then Mills Hardware donated a great big grilling basket there. There's some more Milwaukee things back there. What else do we have on this table? V-Bar, some of their trivets that they've made. Broken Bow Floral and Plant Studios donated a little basket. There's a beautiful candle back there as well. Big Milwaukee trimmer kit. So it comes with some items in there. In addition to just that. And then we have a beautiful wreath hanging by the front door. That one is from Forget Me Not shop in Sargent. Gorgeous Christmas wreath to hang. And then delivered this morning, we had another holiday wreath from Tom and Judy Ecker. That's been a popular one.
Wow.
And make sure to go ahead and check that one out. Maybe it's last time showing up. We hear that, but yet it's always beautiful, fresh, it smells wonderful.
Great.
I think we've listed everything here that we talked about. There is, again, you had mentioned gifts for kids.
Yeah.
There is a
Yes.
remote control Bronco down here on the floor. This thing is ginormous.
It is huge.
Donated by Greg and Jan Dobish. So again, Christmas gifts, things that you're looking for, a little bit of something for everyone. There's also a Nintendo Switch listed up there. Let's see, what else do we have on here? Yeah, something for everybody. We have gifts for guys, gifts for the moms, gifts for the ladies, gifts for the kiddos. A lot of outdoor things like Chris had mentioned before. And again, when you can't figure it out, we have a ton of gift certificates here that are generously donated from around the county. So depending on where you live, you can grab something from your community.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, it's a county-wide event, folks, and boy, did the county come together to make this year number 20 special.
Yes.
It's super exciting. Let's go back over here where we got a little more room, and we'll kind of talk to everybody to close out. Are you emceeing again this year, Chris?
I think by accident, yeah.
Okay,
I was off the board last year, and then I'm back for a couple years filling in for somebody who had to step away. So I'll be up there. I think there's a MC by committee because I believe Lizzie's up there, Brent Custer, Logan Govier. So that way we don't just get bored of me being up there saying snide things to do that. But one thing we do want to mention is because we can't get through everything here, if you do go to the foundation's webpage, we do have a list of the items that are donated by the gala, and we always encourage people to go through there and look for things ahead of time so you kind of know, because it will be a busy night, but you'll know what's there. Maybe you know what you want to bid on. Plus, it gives some recognition to the people that are stepping up and donating, because the proceeds from this, go back to our grants, to our nonprofits in the communities. And so we do want to do the best we can to represent the donors and try to raise some money for those types of things. So you can check those out online ahead of time.
Great. And all the tickets are gone, but there is a waiting list. We want to touch on that. If you want to get on the waiting list, just call the foundation, talk to them. And will there be one last opportunity at that last raffle ticket for again this year?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
We will be auctioning off the final chance for the Polaris or travel voucher that is available. And then we'll also be auctioning off the table that gets to go through the line first for prime rib.
Can't forget that. Yes.
Ooh.
And people do come hungry, especially after the social hour.
Yes.
Everyone's like, okay, I got to get some food.
I need to
inside.
eat now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Well, we touched on a lot here this morning, folks. If you want to go back and watch the video, it's on the St. Hills Express Facebook page for you. But like Chris said, go to the website, check that out. You've been posting pictures up on the foundation
Correct.
Facebook page as well, too, right?
Yep, we sure have. Lisa's been diligently posting and taking pictures and all that stuff. So scroll through that, check it out. So we've got lots to offer. Program is available on the website, custercountyfoundation.org. So take a look at that.
You just got one step left. It's getting it all down to the location, right? And then reorganizing it all?
Yeah, that'll be fast and furious, but it'll be okay.
Okay. Is there anything, Riley, that we didn't talk about that we wanted to make sure to mention before we close this morning?
Just want to say thank you so much to all of our donors and sponsors and friends of the foundation and whatnot. I don't dare try and list them all because I would not do it justice, but we are just so grateful for all the support that we have been given.
Takes a county, right?
It does.
Okay, great, folks. Well, be there this weekend. Don't forget, if you bought your ticket a long time ago, which a lot of people did, it never fails. The week leading up, I run into people and I say, well, I'm going to be at the foundation. And they're like, oh, I'm going to be there too.
Yes.
So get there, fill those seats, and bid them up, right?
And if your plans have changed and you're no longer available to attend, please let us know. That way, like I said, we have a wait list and we would love to fill those seats. So just let me know.
Okay, sounds good. Well, thanks for having us again this morning.
Yes, thank you so much for
Thanks,
coming out.
everyone. Thanks, Lisa. All right, bye. All right, with that, we'll send it back to the studio.
All right, thank you, guys. Sounds like the 20th is going to be a big event.
Yes.
Mo is here from Ideal Realty, LLC. She's out in the lobby. We're going to get her in next. Stay tuned.
When market conditions make it hard to turn a profit, it's time to reconsider your crop insurance strategy. Adding an area plan, also called county-based coverage, to your underlying policy can help bridge the gap between profit and loss, especially in a year of high input costs and low commodity prices. Farm Credit Services of America has the tools and expertise to help you determine if an area plan is right for your operation. Call 800-884-FARM or visit fcsamerica.com to get started. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer.
On the farm from dawn till dusk, hardworking hands tend to the land, equipment, and the animals. But your hard work deserves a little relaxation too. Visit the Nebraska Ag Expo, December 10th through the 12th at Sand Hills Global Event Center in Lincoln. See all the latest ag innovations in livestock and equipment, precision ag, drone, and AI tech, crop inputs, grain storage, and more. Take a break from the daily grind and recharge at the Nebraska Ag Expo. You deserve it. Sponsored in part by Farm Credit Services of America and Ag Direct.
9:22. Mo is here, as we mentioned, from Ideal Realty. Good morning.
Morning.
Thanks for being so patient with us today. We got a ways behind here on this Monday.
No, it's all good. Foundation, great.
Yeah. Now, you mentioned you'd like to go on a trip.
Yeah, I think there's this Belize trip that's going to be auctioned off.
Be so warm there, wouldn't it? Be nice.
Oh, guys, it's just gorgeous there.
Have you been?
Yeah.
You have?
Once.
You want to go again?
I want to go again.
That tells you something right there.
I keep trying to jump in Karen Evans' suitcase. She figures out it's too heavy, catches me.
Wow. And what's it like there?
I tell you, so I am not a water person.
Mm-hmm.
So, because it's gorgeous there. And my husband was like over the moon. He was going to snorkel.
Yes.
So they all went out snorkeling one day, and I said, I'm just going to stay here and read my book in the sun. This will be great. And they came back, and it was the most amazing thing ever. But since Mo doesn't like to snorkel, we're going to go fishing. So Jeff set up a fishing excursion, and it was a blast. I have never had so much fun fishing. Well, the guys that were our guides, they're like, oh, you want to snorkel too? And of course, I've got all these eyes looking at me. And I said, sure, let's snorkel. So I jump out in the water, and it is the most gorgeous. I had a blast snorkeling. It's calm because you're by the Barrier Reef. It is the calmest. It's clear. You can see there's so much to see.
Oh, I bet.
I mean, if you go to Belize, if you get that trip and you go to Belize, you have to do a snorkeling excursion. Coming from the girl that does not like water and doesn't like to snorkel. So that's how good it is.
Now, I was going to make a joke, but I realized it wouldn't work because I was going to say I didn't know electricians would snorkel, but Jeff Evans is a former electrician.
He is.
So.
He is, yes.
So your husband, two electricians snorkeling.
Yes. And they saw an eel, so hopefully they didn't get. Yeah, Karen took off after the eel, and she swims like a fish, and I'm like, I'll be here, right here, where I can see the boat.
Be close to the boat. I don't blame you.
Yeah, I'm a chicken.
Well, it's even swimming of any kind is a little more exercise than you think too. So
yes.
You don't want to get too far away.
It was just gorgeous, and the food down there was amazing. We never lacked. I never lacked for a meal, and we even at the place they have on the other side. I think this one is the Mahogany Bay. We were there. We were at the other side of the island, but they have farmers markets, and you just stop and you buy your vegetables or whatever, and you go down the street into the back alley to buy your fish. And Mike and I went down there. I mean, we bought. It was $40, and we ate on it for like 2 days.
Man,
it's cheap.
So, folks,
fresh.
If you're listening, get your hand up on Saturday, right?
Yeah,
sounds like fun. It sounds like a great time.
It's worth every penny. I shouldn't be trying to sell it because I should really be bidding on it and not trying to sell it. But it's all a good cause for our foundation.
Lots of scholarships come out of this. So
absolutely, and help for every community.
Yes,
they got to check if your community needs something. They are right there. Playground equipment, and I can't even think of all the things off the top of my head that they have paid for in our communities.
Yeah, a lot of things for the communities. So. So it all goes for a really good cause, and it would be a lot of fun.
It's going to be.
So let's talk about housing availability and
I'm getting a
houses for
text
sale.
from Mrs. Evans.
Oh. It wasn't about a house, though, was it?
No, I'm promoting the trip.
Well, you're a salesperson.
I am a salesperson.
Well, you've been there.
And oh gosh, we had everybody asked me, what are your top trips? And that definitely is, I mean, it's a toss up. One or two of my very favorite vacations was when we went to Belize. And part of it was we had, tour guides.
Friends, that live there.
Jeff and Karen just took us around, and I could just relax and not have to worry about anything.
How do we get there? You don't have to worry about that.
And it is easy, even if, they're not, I don't think they're going to go with you. I mean, I bet Karen would if you wanted, but it's so easy to get around, though.
Yeah.
And everyone speaks English.
It's friendly.
And so you don't have to worry about anybody not understanding you.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
so anyway.
I think you just raised the bidding on this dramatically.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, like I said, I shouldn't have done that. But it'd be an amazing trip. And again, very, very good. I should probably just go buy something over there, right? As a real estate agent? Maybe
Yes.
just buy my own place.
Yeah, you know how to buy a house.
Well, you'd think. It is a little different over there, but
maybe you just need to talk to the folks at Belize and see if they need an agent, and you can start selling properties in Belize.
I saw the prices. That would be a good gig.
Yeah. I bet.
So it's not reduced from U.S. of A.
No, it's there'd be some good. I gotta see what the commission percentage is over there.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a good question.
That's yeah. Is it difference between 2% and 7%?
That's big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On that amount of money, that's real big.
Yeah. So here at home. In Custer County and beyond, what's happening out there real estate wise?
So things are going off the market. I was just scrolling through my website, what am I going to talk about? Who am I going to talk about? So, I do have some new listings, to go over, but I'm scrolling through going, boy, we need to update this a little bit. I mean, we've had some of these have closed. They say sale pending. We closed 3 last week.
Oh boy.
I have probably the other half sale pending. So, I need more listings, obviously. I'm always here begging for listings.
Well, that's what you do. The more you have to sell, the busier you'll be.
Absolutely. I don't want to be bored. So, and my husband doesn't want me to be bored,
I'm not making a comment there.
So, yes, I do need more listings, but we did get a few new ones I wanted to visit about. 245 North 12th. Beautiful house. It's completely done. Little over 1,700 square feet. Everything's on the main level. 3 bedrooms, full bathroom. Laundry's on the main. Really nice. 2-stall, oversized garage. Great man cave. It's all insulated. It's got hanging gas heater in the garage and window air conditioner that are staying.
Man.
Yeah. All the appliances are staying. Nice big yard. So that one is listed at $125.
$125?
Yeah, and I've had multiple showings on it, so I'm pretty sure an offer is going to come in here real quick.
I would think so. You don't hear about 125 very often, especially with all the things you just mentioned.
Yeah, and it is move-in ready. The owners, these owners and the owners before them, everything's been redone. The kitchen's new cabinets. It's got a metal roof, vinyl siding,
Wow.
There's always a little here or there that can be done, but, it's move-in ready.
Okay.
Then we have one kind of where I used to live in town. This is 644 North 10th. Mike and I used to live on 644 North 9th.
Okay, you're close.
So we're very close. This was in our old neighborhood, our old stomping grounds. 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, just over 3,300 square feet. The main level has the bedrooms, all 3 bedrooms, and a bathroom. The basement has a half bath, huge living room, big kitchen, a pantry that anyone would kill for, a walk-in, like a butler's pantry type thing. It's gorgeous. 2-stall detached garage, another couple buildings on the property, corner lot, underground sprinklers, LP siding. So everything in this house is it very well kept. The owners are really big on maintenance. They've lived there over 50 years.
Okay.
So very well taken care of house, listed at $225,000. So those are my two newest. The other new ones already have offers on them.
Wow.
That tells you how quick they're going.
Wow. That tells you the market is, I don't know if you can say hot yet, but it's definitely warming up, right?
For December?
Yeah.
But the weather's been good.
Yes, it has been very good.
That's what I've noticed. If it's not snowing, I'm selling.
Yeah. Well, people can get out, take a look. It was 66 yesterday, 62 the day before.
Gosh, wasn't it gorgeous?
Yeah. Yeah. So you can get out and take a look.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, without snow, it makes it just so much nicer to sell. They sell when it's snowing, but but like I said, I really could use a couple more listings. I still have an acreage over in Arcadia, so that's one that's still out there. Got a couple of houses on North 14th that are still for sale. They're still active. Marion has her townhouse over there in Arnold, brand new build. So we still have houses out there that we need, and our sellers are willing to work with people. So don't worry about, come look. It's my job to negotiate it.
Yeah, make an offer, right?
Make an offer. We can negotiate that stuff out. So, and there's lots to an offer besides the amount. We've got, like we've talked about, we do home inspections. We take care of all that. We take care of getting the appraisers in, full service agency. So,
and a lot of times, I think you mentioned this before, sometimes it comes down to the down payment.
Correct.
If somebody has the money to make a down payment or a larger down payment, that can certainly affect the price. If you don't happen to have quite enough, that might be negotiated as well.
Exactly. Yeah. It's just another thing to negotiate. Yeah. So, there's plenty of properties out there, but of course I'll always take a couple more listings. If you're thinking about it, let me know. I've done a couple of market analysis lately. Probably going to see a couple more come on beginning of the year.
Okay. Commercial properties at all?
I saw Mr. Rudy's up there in Sargent.
Okay.
Beautiful building. I think that's my only one right now for commercial.
That one could be just about anything.
It could.
Couldn't it?
It could.
Yeah.
A great location. They built it well. It's pretty open, so you could put walls up. There's a couple walls, you could tear them down.
Yeah.
I mean,
they had a area out back they improved as well.
So. Yeah. Really nice building, done well.
Okay.
So
the options are way wide open there.
They are. Guys, I might be going to Belize. It's 5%. My office manager must have looked it up.
Oh, boy.
5%? You are gone.
Right?
Well, at least have an office there.
Should I text her back? Tell Mike I'm on a plane.
See you, Mike. You can come over and snorkel sometime.
I'll send money.
And today we're talking with Mo via Zoom from Belize. So what's the market in Belize like, Mo?
If we come over to take a look, can we snorkel and go fishing?
You know what? You probably should do a remote there.
There we go.
Yeah. That sounds really good about January.
Right?
Yeah, no kidding. All right. Well, it sounds like the market's really warming up. And I think everybody out there is kind of adjusted to the interest rates. And,
correct.
Yeah.
Correct. And, just keep calling around. I mean, the banks, they're all considerably the same, but not.
Yeah, close.
I'm finding they're close, but, depending on what, when people will ask me, what's the interest rate? Well, I don't know. What are you doing? Are you doing a 15, a 20, a 30?
Right.
Are you doing FHA? Are you doing conventional VA? I mean, it's all different. So you definitely have to go talk to a loan officer. And I work with, definitely here in town, I work with some of the best loan officers out there.
Yeah.
So all of them are very, very honest. They tell you what you need to do. They give you checklists. And all you have to do is go through the checklist.
And make it through, and you're good to go.
And they will make it happen for you.
Yeah. I think I don't remember now, because we have banks in, that visit with us, the local banks, which we enjoy. And I think one of the more enjoyable things they do is the housing loans and so forth, because they're seeing the life changes with them.
Correct.
Maybe a new couple, Maybe they've got new baby and they need more space.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they're going to pare down because they're retiring, and they help them with getting a smaller place, just like you do.
Right.
And I think they really enjoy that.
I think they do, and I'm going to tell you, the government has made their job not as easy as it used to be. I mean, we went from, a few pages to a stack. So their job isn't easy. If you're a buyer out there, like I always tell them, go to the loan officer. Well, and I've been guilty of this too. I did ask Jim Scott once if he needed a vial of blood too. But having said that, it is government regulations. They need all these things.
Well, they have to do it.
They have to. They get audited. I get audited. And they need all these things. So you do have to go through all of these steps. And trust me, it's more steps than they want to do also. They work very, very hard. The home loans are not a piece of cake.
I bet not. Start with inspections and all of the things they have to verify.
Oh, yeah. And then they have to deal with the underwriters. And, sometimes underwriters can be a real pain. And they think they're a pain as much as I think they're a pain. So, but yeah, we've had underwriters kill deals.
I bet.
Where we all thought we were golden, and doesn't happen very often. It's very, very rare occurrences. But I can tell you, I can remember the first time it happened.
Yeah.
Because, new Mo in real estate was flabbergasted and, upset. And I had an upset buyer yelling at me, and I had an upset seller yelling at me.
That sounds like fun. That sounds like fun. I'm sure that doesn't happen very often, but it's not something that
very
you
rare.
Enjoy.
Very rare. But, it's a very stressful, when you're buying and you're selling, that's a lot of money. And it's very stressful.
Yeah. It's another reason to go through your business and the bank business, because I know somebody has to have some background if they put up a for sale sign on their house and it's not through a service, because all those hoops are going to be there.
They are.
Yeah.
And none of them seem to be, every loan has its thing. Hardly any of them, sales, I should say, not a loan specifically, a sale. They all have their little ins and outs. And that's why I say, negotiating is what I do, and trying to balance buyer and seller, both being happy with the outcome. That's my job. And, I have learned 15 years now doing this. I have learned it is very stressful. Some people take it better than others.
Sure.
Buying and selling.
Sure.
Because, if this is the home you're going to live in, or the home you did live in, like my seller for 50 years.
Yeah, that's got to be a bittersweet deal there.
This is hard for them. They always say, now when you sell your home, it's like a product just on a shelf, like it is, that just like you're selling in a store. Well, tell me that after I lived in my house for 50 years, and no, this is not a product.
No, too many memories there.
Yeah, selling acreages and farms, and this is tough for people.
Yeah.
And it is stressful. So that's our job. When you list with Marion and I, it's our job to make sure you're comfortable, trying to take the stress out of it.
You can help.
Yeah.
All right. Now, just real quick, this could be a lengthy conversation, so I'll tell you, let's keep it short.
Sure.
But I'm sure that the two of you want to talk volleyball real quick before you go.
Let's see, the regional, we played Dayton.
Yes.
Coming up next. And then on the other side, you got A&M and, is it Wisconsin? Who's on the other side? Wisconsin?
Yeah, Wisconsin.
And A&M, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, wow. Does Trev Alberts come back to watch A&M? If so, I can't wait to hear the reception.
Wow, you thought of something I didn't even come up with. Wow.
Right?
Oh, I hope he does.
I'm thinking there's a few people that would love to say hi to him. I don't know.
Well,
but anyway,
you're waving with all your fingers.
Yes.
I don't think that's what would happen.
Oh my.
Could get brutal.
Yeah.
It could get brutal.
Yeah.
Well, I was talking a little earlier, Dayton, first time ever in Sweet 16.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to be a little shell-shocked. And then, you come to Nebraska. We're super nice, but there are a lot of us.
Yes.
And it's very overwhelming for these teams to come into, the girls were TikToking the girls last weekend. And the Miami girls were TikToking. They were very disappointed there was no snow.
Oh, really?
Like Nebraska let them down.
Oh, darn it.
Because there was supposed to be snow when they came up here. So they were giggling about that. But, they were showing, they were coming out and showing their first look at Bob.
Uh-huh.
And so they know how Nebraska is. And so we'll see how Dayton fares. And then I'm guessing we're going to play Wisconsin. And I'm
That'll
not
be
worried.
a matchup, won't it?
Oh, man.
Not worried.
Okay. All
We
right.
got.
That's Mo's prediction. Not worried.
Playing at playing at Devaney is a huge advantage.
Huge advantage. Huge advantage.
43 in a row have they won at home altogether?
Oh, gosh. I never heard that statistic yet, but that sounds about right.
I think it's something like that.
Yeah, it's not. No problem. My prediction, no problems.
Okay.
They're on their way to the Yum Center.
Just one more quick question.
Yeah.
Can Creighton make it?
They play Texas next, don't they?
I don't know. I
think they play
I'm not
Texas.
sure what regional they're in.
Yeah, I think they play Texas.
Yeah.
If they take Texas out,
that would be good.
That'd be great.
Probably will drive to Creighton and shake every one of their hands.
There you go.
Maybe give them a kiss. I don't know. I just can't. Who can stand Texas? No one.
Yes.
I'm for whatever team is against Texas.
There you go.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, there you go. Brent.
On that note.
Yes. There you go. Brent and Mo Talk Volleyball segment has concluded.
And yay, we're going to a football bowl.
We are. We're going to New York. Yankee Stadium.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
It'll be fun.
Go
All right,
Huskers.
guys. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Dave.
Thank you. Thanks for being patient with us, by the way. We'll take a timeout.
Merry Christmas from the team at A1 Auto Repair in Arnold. We wish you and yours a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
This is Chip with Nebraska Owners Insurance in Callaway and Broken Bow. The insurance industry is in a crazy place right now, and I understand your premiums are going up and deductibles are increasing. If you are looking to re-quote your current insurance or just have questions regarding coverage options, Nebraska Owners Insurance can help. With many ag carriers to choose from, I can provide farm, ranch, property, and liability coverage as well as pivot, livestock, and crop policies. Contact me today at Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency in Callaway or Broken Bow. I look forward to working with you.
AeroSeed is your local supplier of native grasses. Whether planting for pastures or CRP or other conservation plantings, AeroSeed has the seed you need. AeroSeed has locally produced grass seed varieties to enhance your opportunity for successful establishment.
we like to talk sports.
They got into the portal and things got a
boy.
little bit crazy. Hey, Jeremy, while you're here, would you ask, is Tina back too? Yes. Would you ask her about Ranchland Ford live read? Yes. Thank you. All right. I think you have all the live reads. You want to split them up?
Yeah, sure. Give you let's see. There you go. Give you that one.
Jack, I want you to come over here and join us for a moment, if you would, please.
I want to hear that deep bass voice he's got going on today.
Yeah. Let's leave him outside a little longer, and we can take that down another octave or two. Well, I just wanted to explain something to you, Jack, because we kind of brought it up off the air, but we wanted to let our listeners know that are watching or listening. If you're watching, you can see that there's little stockings for each one of our employees. And there's Brent and Kristen and Jeremy and Christy and Dave and Tina and Jack.
Yeah, we just added Tina and Jack. So welcome to the family.
Well, thank you.
But Jack is a rookie announcer here, and so it's kind of like with Nebraska. You don't get a black shirt until you're here a while. And if there's the portal system, which I just heard a little bit about, you could portal out, but we hope you don't do that. But your stocking will be the only green one, Jack.
Okay.
I'm not trying to hurt your feelers.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I'm a new guy, so.
All right.
And kind of the greenhorn, like that.
Greenhorn sock. That's what you got.
All right.
Stocking. Greenhorn stocking. That makes sense. All right. Now, have you been to Loop City before?
Oh, yeah.
All right. If you go past Loop City on the highway, you'll drive to Cattlary Farms. It's right up on the hill. It's just outside. I think I might have the distance here somewhere. So this coming December 14th, Mr. and Mrs. Claus will be there with reindeer.
Cool.
So if you've been good, Jack, you'll be able to talk to Mr. Claus, Santa, about what you'd like for Christmas.
All right, then.
All right. If you've not been good, I wouldn't bother. But I'd go ahead and go to Cattlary Farms anyway, because they have lots of good gift ideas there.
All right.
It's going to be from 1 until 3. It only costs you $3 to get in. All kinds of fun for the kids, 3 and under free. So write that down, December 14th, Saturday the 14th, and they'll be having the Claus family in from the North Pole. They may stop along the way and, at a Holiday Inn somewhere between here and the North Pole, or they'll just fly straight down with the reindeers. But I don't think they'll have Rudolph. They say Rudolph so his nose will be bright. They don't want to run down.
I don't want to take him out to her. He might be like Jack and contract a cold or something. And then, he might get plugged up and all of a sudden his nose isn't so bright.
And then the sleigh would go down?
Yes.
Oh, that would be, no, we don't need that.
Nope.
So, also at Cattlary Farms, their regular hours, closed Monday and Tuesdays, open Wednesday through Friday noon until 6, Saturday 10 to 6, and Sunday 1 p.m. until 6 p.m. And they still offer the Farm Fresh Christmas trees, wreaths, porch pots, handmade gifts for this holiday season. Now, they were selling the heck out of Christmas trees the first day they opened, so you might find the selection smaller than what it originally was, but if they have them there, they'll set you up. They also have some trees out back you can actually cut down. So bring your saw, Jack.
Okay. If I can find it.
Well, I'll lend you one. I got one. Check out the website, cattleryfarms.com, or take a look on Facebook. And don't forget their barn is available for rent for special occasions, get-togethers, and so forth. 308-745-0938. Final day open will be Sunday, December 22nd, noon until 5.
Hey, they're hiring at Arcadia Public Schools, accepting applications for the following positions: a paraeducator, head custodian, and head cook. A letter of application and resume can be submitted to Craig Trampy, who is the superintendent at Arcadia Public Schools. You can send it to 320 West Owen Street, P.O. Box 248, Arcadia, Nebraska 68815. Again, Arcadia Public Schools accepting applications for the following positions: paraeducator, head custodian, and head cook. And you'll find this listing on sandhillsexpress.com. It'll give you all the information on where to send your application and resume to. Also, in-home help is needed for an elderly couple located 14 miles east of Ansley. They're looking for someone who can provide assistance with meal prep, do some light housekeeping, laundry, and some personal cares. References are required. So for more information, contact Rose. And here is the phone number. It's 402-641-1755. I'll give you the number again here shortly, but they do prefer text message if you're interested. So reach out by text to Rose at 402-641-1755. Again, looking for someone to provide in-home help for an elderly couple located 14 miles east of Ansley. And then on the, I want to hear the big, deep voice.
Sure, let's give it
all
a
right,
chance here.
let's let Jack read
If it's
this
not
one.
deep enough, we'll just leave you outside for a while. Go ahead.
All right. Ranchland Ford is seeking a knowledgeable and customer-oriented service advisor to join our team. The ideal candidate will serve as the primary point of contact for their customers, ensuring their automotive service needs are met with professionalism and efficiency. This role requires strong communication skills and solid understanding of automotive repair processes. The position is full-time, Monday through Friday, with alternating Saturdays. Wage is negotiable based on experience. You can stop by in person at the Ranchland Ford at 1024 East Southeast Street, right here in Broken Bow, or give them a call at 308-872-6488. Again, that number, 872-6488.
All right. Thank you, Jack. Appreciate that. Boy, before you know it, your little stocking will turn red.
All right.
But probably not this year. Did you go back to Taylor this weekend?
No, I didn't. I stayed put, and you had the question about Rudolph's Girlfriend. I actually watched that movie this weekend.
Oh, you watched Rudolph. Nice.
Glad my parents introduced me to those classics.
Yeah, that's a classic for sure. Yeah, the way they made it's pretty amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. We watched it when we were in Chicago visiting Chris a couple of years ago now, and they like those old classics too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Charlie Brown's good at Christmas time too.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. So, are we done, Brent? We got it all taken care of?
Yeah, I think all the business is taken care of. Before we go, we do remind you that we will have high school basketball on the air tonight. Kind of rare that we have a Monday night game, but we will tonight for you. We'll be in Stapleton, Sandhills Valley, hosting SEM for girls and boys basketball. Girls varsity game is scheduled to tip at 5:30, so take note of that. Boys game will follow. We'll have them live on the radio, KBBN 95.3 FM, KBBN.com. And we're going to do the live video stream, too, so you can watch it accompanied by the radio call tonight through sandhillsexpress.com.
All right, I better check, too, because that's a 5:30 start. And we're doing Christmas Kids starting today. So I'll make sure that those don't run past 5, and we'll get underway. We have Christmas Kids starting up all the way through the next few weeks. 16 days till Christmas, by the way. I mentioned that earlier. Yeah. Do you have everything? What are you getting, Mom, your mother? Oh, I shouldn't tell.
I was going to say, that's a surprise.
Let us ask you this. You have a special lady that you're going to have to purchase a gift for this year?
It's already done.
Oh, wow. Okay. Are you bringing her to the Christmas party?
Depends on if she's busy or not.
Oh.
I can't wait.
Yes.
Yeah, this would be kind of cool to meet her.
All right.
But we'll try to behave. We don't want to make a bad impression.
No guarantees, though.
We'll close with this little Wonderland tune, and we'll just meet at the top. That's 10,
Okay.
Jack.
All right, then.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for listening today. We appreciate it. A lot of information for you to take in and take advantage of. And if you would like and you can't make the gala or you don't have tickets to get in, you can still make a donation to the foundation anytime.